Sorry, everyone. Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Clap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Brats in the Back Row. As always, we are the titular brats talking in the back row of a movie theater. Hooray! And I'm Sarah.
I'm Emily.
I'm Allie.
I'm Maylena.
So
Maylena is reporting live today from a graduation.
from a graduation.
Bar.
And you all,
from graduation.
we have dedication here at Brats in the Back Row LLC. We
Yeah.
care.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about. I don't even know what year this film came out. 2003?
Yeah,
No,
2004.
It literally
Last
came
year.
out like 3 months ago.
2024. The 2024 classic CONCLAVE.
Classic.
Oscar winning.
Oscar winning. Thank you.
It's true.
It won Best Screenplay at the 2025 Oscars.
I hear the graduation happening in the background.
How well can you guys hear it?
It's just like,
well.
it's just, like in the background.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't, it's muffled. I can't make out anything. I just know it's happening.
Okay.
Are you
That's
outside?
fine. What?
Are you outside or are you in front of a huge window?
I'm just in front of a huge window, because there's the window, and then there's the actual, you know?
Oh, you left!
You left the graduation.
Well, I'm still in the venue, I'm just outside,
Okay.
you know? Because my brother's at the end, and
Oh, yeah,
there's like
true, yeah.
300 kids, and I don't need to sit for all of them.
This is your brother's graduation?
Yeah, it's my brother's. Yeah, so yesterday was my cousin's graduation. And today, I hope you guys can hear me. And today is my brother's graduation.
You've got graduations up the wazoo.
You would
What?
say some weird vernacular recently, Allie. Yesterday, I can't stop thinking about holy cardio, Batman. It made me laugh. I was like, what do you, why?
That was a really good one.
I remembered that the original, Batman and Robin, Robin would say stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I just started slowly incorporating it into my, vernacular, because I think it's funny and whimsical.
Mhm.
It's so
It's just
silly.
like
And I can't cuss in front of the kids, so I can say, holy video game, Batman, and that's...
And
That's fun.
Gadzooks. You could say
That's good.
Gadzooks.
Gadzooks.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna give it up for Lent. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
using those words
For
instead of
Lent,
cussing.
girl, you got so much time. You can...
I mean, you can do it now.
Never early to start. Never too
Yeah,
early to start.
we need to bring it back. We need to bring back the old-timey swears.
Yeah.
Like, fiddlesticks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
humbug.
Humbug. Humbug.
My
I think
My
that's just
coworker
British.
my coworker has started saying, "Oh my days," in front of the kids, which I think is really sweet. He just goes, "Oh my days."
That's cute.
Oh.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, listen up.
Yeah.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
Starred. Before the F bomb, there were starred. Let's see. Don't
Okay, bye,
sard
guys.
another man's wife. Damn.
You can't steal another man's wife? What?
Well, it's like
Oh, yeah.
it's like means
Are you going through the commandments right now?
no. These are all the bad words.
Those are the bad.
The old timey ones.
Yes. Zounderkite.
Zondercut?
Zounder-
I'm so worried it's gonna be like actual terrible things. What do they
words.
mean? I don't want to
Yeah.
say them.
Zounderkites were also known to be clumsy and make frequent mistakes. It also means idiot.
Oh,
Worried
that's
where
not
it came from. I'm worried what they're referencing.
Ooh, this one feels like a bad word. Oh,
Well, because they
it
are.
means it means to spray poo.
Oh.
Something. Be scummer. I think I've heard that before.
Okay.
A fop noodle.
Let's move on.
Let's.
Fop noodle.
And let's stop talking. And the podcast ends now.
This is the part where we get canceled.
These are even bad. Nobody uses these anymore. These are like from like the medieval times.
Yeah, but I'm
girl,
still
you
worried
looked up-
about what they mean. Like,
You look up old
They're not slurs. They just mean like you shit your pants or something like that. Gadzooks.
Pants shitter.
Gadzooks. Pants shitter.
Gadzooks. Holy cardio, Batman.
holy
Okay.
cardio, Batman! Why did you just send a post on Instagram?
It's from
Is
the
that
Onion.
what
I
they
just
call it?
For context, I signed up for a Zumba class twice a week. I had my first class yesterday, and that's why I sent holy cardio, Batman. Hey, gang, never make fun of a woman who's taking Zumba, because those classes,
They're intense.
not funny. They're low-key intense. I was able to keep up, and they're actually like really, really fun. But it was 45 minutes, no breaks. And so I was in there moving my arms around, doing a little dance. It's fun. I'm looking forward to my next class, but like there's like older, it's a lot of older women, but I'm like, wow, they're like keeping up. Like I had a bit of trouble keeping up.
Those
Like
ladies.
there's a lot going on. Yeah,
they know how
and
to
then
do it.
Emily and I, they know what they're doing. There was a shorter, like an older woman in front of me, because my friend and I were in the back. This woman, she was doing all the moves. But there was one other girl who was like around my age, and she was like in the front, and she picked up on the dance moves like so quickly, and like I can tell she has a background in dance, because then she would add her own little twist to like the moves, and she was putting like a lot of
Wow.
effort in. I was like, oh, I need to follow her on
Show
Instagram
off.
right now. Yeah,
We
She's
love
so
that.
good. And then Emily and I
have-
signed up for Pop Pilates on Friday.
It's starting
Together?
next
Next Friday.
Friday. Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Together?
Yeah, together. Pop Pilates is an intense class. By the way, it's always like we show pop music. It's not pop music. It's like generic level, like getting exercise, like
okay.
royalty free music. But it's nice. It's an intense class. Like it's pretty you do some like crazy lot of leg stuff. You do she calls it the thigh burnouts. You're burning calories, and it's
Wow.
an hour no breaks.
I need
I'm scared.
that.
You should sign up.
Sarah,
Join us.
Is it free?
No. I'm sorry.
it's $92 through the city of through their parks and rec.
Mhm.
So it's like a community. It's a lot cheaper because like Pilates classes are actually like really, really expensive.
Yeah, they're
Like,
usually
like,
we're-
weekly.
yeah, so much money for Pilates class, and it goes all directly to her. She's a college student. She's older, but she's in college. She's a for dance, and she's also the one. She's also the one that months ago I figured out she was going to see Dan and Phil on tour.
Good
Yeah.
for
She's
her.
very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. But yeah, that class is intense.
Yeah. Mai is signed up as well, my best friend. I'm going, Emily joined after I told them that Mai and I are signed up. So you should sign up. They're on Fridays at 7 to 8, starting next week. And all you need is a
Okay.
yoga mat.
Yeah, you just need a yoga mat,
Oh,
and I have an extra one
that.
if you need one.
yeah, I've been wanting to do yoga or like sign up for like a self-defense class. That was
There's,
really
Oh,
fun.
You
the
should
city has those.
you should all sign up for the rest and relaxation class, stretching class on Mondays, because it's just my mom and I, and she has to cancel it because it's just my mom and I.
Oh my god.
I can't do more exercise class. I'm doing Zumba twice a week and Pilates on
I
Fridays.
can't do
Like,
more.
I'm scared. I'm scared. But I'm excited. I told the front desk lady at work today. I was telling her about my Zumba, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like I used to do Zumba, but she hasn't done it in a while." She used to do it through the school that we went to. Actually, they used to have a Zumba class, and she hasn't done it in a
Wow.
while because she's just gotten like busy. And so I was telling her about the Zumba class I signed up for, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sign up for it too." So I'm getting the people moving.
It's good. Just to move your body. You don't have to go full out. You're just, if you move your body enough, it's good. It's good stuff.
Judgment-free
Yeah,
zone.
not too much.
Yeah, it's all good.
Duration. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Exercise.
wanting to get physical lately. More
Let's
physical.
get physical. Physical. Yeah, sign up for Pop Pilates. It'll be fun.
That song's not about working out.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great way to work out instead of like lifting weights because I'm not really
I
like
can't-
drawn to that. You
I
know,
can't
like
lift weights.
Do that.
yeah,
It's boring.
It also hurts my back.
it's boring.
I got
It
back
hurts your back.
issues.
Yeah.
Although my doctor did say that I have to do more strength training, and I'm not gonna get buff from doing Zumba. But like I lift boxes sometimes from doing Zumba.
Oh!
That's really funny. Oh my god, my computer's like dying.
Oh, plug it in.
It's okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to take like a self-defense or like a boxing class.
There's boxing classes through La Mirada as well.
Nice.
I'll send you all the like list of classes because I live here, we get their magazine sent to us each month of like everything that's happening in the city, and so I'll send the classes. Tomorrow is the first free summer concert. My mom and I are going. I'm excited.
Is it the,
Tomorrow is
it
awesome.
the Smiths one?
No, so that's why I had to change the date of the movie night, is because I realized, I was like, oh my god, it's the night of the Smiths Morrissey tribute, and I'm so going to that, because I think it's insane. Like, listen, I do listen to the Smiths, I enjoy the Smiths, but I've really been enjoying the song Ask by the Smiths right now. That's a good song. Ask me. But my mom and I both think that having the Smiths Morrissey tribute is fucking insane. This is like a family event. What like sad? I mean, I was listening to the Smiths at a very young age because my mom was listening to them. But like, we just think it's hilarious. So we will be going, and that's why I had to move the movie night up a week because I'm like, I gotta go to this.
What day is it?
Which one? Morrissey or the movie night?
Morrissey.
26th.
26th.
It's a Thursday.
It's all the concerts are Thursdays.
What time does it
nice.
start? Do you know?
What time does movie night start, or what time Morrissey starts?
Morrissey.
They start around, I think it's like 6:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30ish.
But I have my this is the bad thing now. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have to be at Zumba, which is fun, but like now I'm missing out on things.
It's okay.
It's trade off.
When's the Beatles one? That I'm gonna bum rush the stage like it's 1964. I love you!
I've been to so many of those as a kid.
And we will be going again.
We're doing it again. I think that's on a Friday. I want to say. Hold on.
Ew, what is this? What the hell?
That one is. Where is it? Also, it's not called a Beatles tribute concert, which I think is funny. It's called Four Lads from Liverpool.
Maybe it's not Beatles. Maybe they're literally just 4 guys from Liverpool. Like,
Yeah.
Tribute, but they gave it like a fun name first. It's July 21st.
okay, we got time.
That's like me going to a Beatles tribute and the band wasn't even called the Beatles. They were called Beatless.
I like that.
That's funny, actually. On the 7th, they're doing classic rock, guys. Electric vinyl.
All right. And I will be treating this like it's Woodstock 69, baby. We are doing heroin at...
Heroin.
Oh my god. This is a PSA for all of y'all listeners. Take advantage of your city's like events and
Don't
like
do heroin.
everybody sign up for your local Zumba class through your Parks and Rec.
Yeah, guys, work in your cities. Your cities have great opportunities. Go to your local library and sign up for a book club. They're free. Sign up for classes through your community center. Meet nice people. It's usually way, way cheaper, and you're supporting your community.
Period. Our library here in our city, they're doing an adult. Usually they have a summer reading thing for the kids, but this year they have one for the adults too. You have to read 3 books during the summer.
Wow.
Only
That
3?
was so hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys.
And it can be like it can be an audiobook, it can be a graphic novel. Like they're like the bar is on the floor.
It really is.
Any book.
But I kind of cuz you can get like prizes and stuff, so I need to sign up for it. I think it started already. Sarah, we should sign up for that. And I'm like doing it too.
Sure. I remember when I did my kids' summer reading program at the library. And I don't know, one year they had it was like a travel theme, and you had to like go across the countries and do all these different.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But I remember the prize, and getting the prize was horrifying. It was like the creature that was on your little booklet. I don't know if it was like a bug or something. Came to life and was in like a back room with one light shining down on it in a chair just staring at you. And I was like, I remember being 8 and I'm going, I'm so scared right now.
I vaguely remember that. You had to go into like a room.
Like the
and,
back
get the
rooms.
prize.
I remember just being like, oh, I hate this. This is so scary. For no reason.
That's actually terrifying. Speaking of reading, did you know that there's this book, the most famous book in the world? It's called the Bible. And you know who reads the Bible is the Pope. So
Right.
Yes.
The theme of this week's episode,
it's about
we will be
Catholicism.
talking about. I think I already introduced it. We are talking about Conclave.
Conclave.
Conclave. So I feel like we start every episode with like a question. Like, how's your day? What have you been doing lately? And I think I've heard from both of you what you guys have been doing lately. But I want to ask, is there any like song you have been listening to on repeat lately, or like an artist? I think this is a very interesting
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I've been listening to Ask by the Smiths a lot. I really like that song. Sorry, everyone. Smith's Head. I do enjoy the Smiths. I do think Morrissey is evil, though. Don't get it twisted. He is evil. Yeah. Right next to the Eat the Rich poster is also great. Yeah, ask me. I'll give you my June playlist, actually. Because I do playlists based on the month. I'm pinning my nails.
I don't. I have been getting I recently rediscovered Green Day. My music taste was very much like on whatever my parents showed me when I was younger, and then I was like, I don't know. But I didn't listen to Green Day when I was younger, so I'm getting into it now. It's really fun. Punk is not dead. You are. And although I guess Green Day is not that's the thing. That's the thing on the pins.
Oh. I thought you were just saying shit. I was like, oh, interesting.
It's interesting. No, it's like a thing on like a pin. But although I guess Green Day isn't like the most punk band. A lot of people say that they're sellouts, which I understand. Linger by the Cranberries just runs through my head. Linger. At any given point, I'm singing that to myself. It's so good. Love the Cranberries. They're really good too. I saw I watched their NPR Tiny Desk concert from like 2012 or something.
Yeah, they were one of the first.
One of the first, and they did Zombie. Chills. Highly recommend it. Y'all should watch that.
Yeah. I've been getting into them a little more, the Cranberries.
Yeah.
my June playlist consists of Volunteers by Jefferson Airplane, Kimberly by Patti Smith, Elegy by Patti Smith, Who'll Stop the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival, Girlfriend in a Coma by the Smiths,
Oh, hell yeah.
Strange Young Girls by the Mamas and the Papas, Madeline by Yo La Tengo, 1251 by the Strokes, and Automatic Stop by the Strokes, Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane, and White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane, Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones, Sunny Side of Heaven by Fleetwood Mac, Alone Again or by Love, and Ask by the Smiths.
I see a recurring theme here.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
Very
What about you, Sarah? What are you
Yeah.
listening to?
My top artist of last month, I think. I can't remember. I will look right now just so I can be accurate. My top artist of last month was Go Faster, Go Faster, Go Faster. The Doors. My top song of last month was Wild Wild Life by the Talking Heads. And my top album of last month was Season 2 Interview with the Vampire. Because I listened to it, the instrumental. It's very good. Daniel Hart.
Ooh. Wait, you have Apple Music, don't you?
I do have Apple Music, sorry.
So that's why. Okay.
That's how I know.
Spotify
That's how I know
doesn't-
my top
Loser.
artist of each month.
Loser.
Hey.
No, because Spotify doesn't do a monthly recap, right? It's just like what the fuck?
yearly.
Stop doing that. It's every year, right?
I have both a yearly. I have an automatic yearly recap happening at the beginning of each month. That's what Apple does. Like I have I'll tell you my top song of the year as of right now. Is In Dreams by Roy Orbison, because I listened to it so much when David Lynch died, because I was in distress. And I was like, ah, Papa! And then my second one is Oh You Pretty Things by David Bowie, and Snow Queen of Texas by the Mamas and the Papas. Which, I love the Mamas and the Papas. Snow Queen of Texas, left Paris and Yeah, I have a yearly playlist already happening of, like, all my top songs, and then it gives a month by month, like, replay kind of thing.
Everything I hear about the Mamas and the Papas is against my will.
Oh, they're
Like all the
it's so bad. Like,
drama.
but their music is so good. Like, I do love them.
About that, I
love
don't
Cass
know.
Elliot.
Oh,
I
love.
it doesn't. Oh,
Oh, Sarah, I love you too. What are you listening to, Sarah?
yeah.
I have been listening to. I think you guys have seen my thing on Discord, but I've been listening to a lot of. I made a playlist called Incel Brain Rot Music, and my
Nirvana.
picture.
No, Radiohead, Nirvana.
Yes, thank you. My picture is like that image of Robert Smith.
The one on Discord. I'm gonna put it here.
Yeah, so you can't get any more brain rot than that. So I've been listening to a lot of Nirvana, which, by the way, their cover, and I know I sound like, like this is like new music. It's not. It's like in one of their top songs. The Man
That's how I feel.
Who Sold the World.
It's a good
That
song.
I love that
cover-
song. It's so good.
It's good.
My
I didn't know it was
soul
a
is,
cover. Who sings it
ascending.
originally?
It's a good song. It's a good cover.
Yeah, the original one is by David Bowie, but the Nirvana one.
It's also based. There's also a movie, I think, on it.
Really?
Called The
I
Man
think
Who
so.
Sold
Called The
World?
Man Who Sold. What is it?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Let me look.
The Man Who Sold the World.
Yeah, that's what it is. I can't remember. I swear to God, I saw this movie.
Yeah, I've listened to them, and then I've been listening to my fave, Smashing Pumpkins. Love them. Want to see them in concert soon. So
Maybe
yeah.
it was just a
That's
documentary on him.
on
On David
Nirvana?
Bowie.
Oh,
Is it? I want to
Yes.
say it's Nirvana, or it's a different punk band who does a cover of "Please, Please, Please" by the Smiths, and that one's really good too.
Deftones. You're thinking of the Deftones
Yes.
cover.
Thank you.
Please,
That one's good too.
didn't know that.
Also, a great song by Deftones is RX Queen. That's a good song.
I think it's a movie with David Bowie. What?
I swear to God, maybe Yeah, maybe I'm
I saw
looking.
it.
It's either art or documentary. I swear to God, I saw it on Tubi. Like I was.
I think you're right. Yeah. Interesting.
My Spotify started playing a lot of like Radiohead, and they're not. Here's the thing: they're not terrible. It's just their fan bases, has a
Oh,
reputation. But
yeah.
I'm like, I'm worried that that Radiohead's gonna come up in like my top 5 at the end of the year. Guys, that's not me.
I
That's who
love
you.
you,
That's
but
who you really are, actually.
That is who I
Radio.
really am.
my
I'm
my top five has been terrible. Like, you should have seen it in high school. Like, and I put it on my dating profile. I was like, hey,
Oh,
if you want to date me, you gotta put up with the insult music.
This
You
is who
know,
I really am. Like.
and
this
that's
is really
fine,
who this is me.
honestly.
So
And that's
interesting.
so
Interesting.
that's beautiful. I'm
What?
here for it. It's beautiful. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
pinning my nails.
Okay. So we watched a movie, guys. Um, the movie Conclave. I don't know if we already mentioned it, but we watched a movie called
We've
Conclave.
talked about watching it, but we've not talked about it.
Not about the thoughts or anything. I don't know what the movie's about, or we haven't
Okay,
gotten into
I
that.
will.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. Um, so this movie is about a conclave of cardinals in Vatican. Is it Vatican? I'm having a brain fart.
Vatican
Vatican
City.
City.
Vatican
Right?
City.
Thank you. In Vatican City, choosing a new pope, because the other pope died, which is really funny that this film came out months before Pope Francis took his last breath.
I thought you were gonna say
Um,
took his life. I was like, what do you know about Pope
oh,
Francis?
that's a no-no
Can
in
I?
the Catholic
It,
Church.
it is. I mean, it's
It is.
Catholicism. I said Catholicism's a sin. No, suicide is a sin.
Sarah,
Well,
can I clarify? I
yeah.
have a question because you said a conclave of cardinals. So a group of cardinals, the people, not the birds. A conclave of cardinals is like the group. Like that's what you call the group. I thought conclave was like the proceeding, like the process of
You
picking a
probably
new
could be
pope.
right. Let me think.
So
Let me.
I had this
It's a
question.
word.
I had this question
I
when I
thought that
first.
is for people.
I had this question when I first watched it because they use conclave as like a verb, and when they're talking to
Yeah.
each other, and I was like, I thought conclave was a noun. I thought it meant like a group, like in this setting, then rather than like an event. I guess.
Um,
Oh. So Google says conclave is a private meeting, which makes sense because
Makes
when
They're
yes,
sequestered.
yes.
they're sequestered when they have to pick a new pope, which means they can't learn anything about the outside. They can't be sharing secrets with others. It's a whole thing.
I just thought of it as like a meeting composed of cardinals,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like in that sense. But it would be funny if conclave was like the term for a group of cardinals, like
Yeah.
murder of
Like the
crows.
bird.
I don't know.
That
Now I'm
I
like,
like that.
yeah, I'm like, now what do you
Conclave of
call a group
cardinals.
of like cardinals, a bird?
I
If
don't
it's a
know.
conclave, that'll be. What do you
A
call
flock of cardinals.
Flock of
flock of
seagulls.
cardinal? Flock of seagulls.
So
Oh, they are called a
I'm
conclave
They
or
are
even a Vatican.
a Vatican. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
isn't that funny?
I like that.
A
I like it
Vatican
too.
of cardinals.
That's funny. That's fitting.
I didn't want it to get associated with the bird, so I typed, "What's a group of cardinal clergy called?"
People.
Clergy or clergy?
Clergy.
Clergy?
Called
Mhm.
you.
Clergy.
In
Yeah. So this is a
French.
film. It stars Ralph Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes. That's how you say his
Ray.
name. Ray Fiennes.
Is he
It's not
French?
Ralph?
Nope, it's Ray.
Is he French?
I have no clue, but I know his name. You say his name Ray Fiennes. Because
Okay.
Conan at the Oscars made a joke that's saying, like, if he doesn't win, we're gonna call him Ralph from now on. Which I love Conan. I love you, Conan.
Non-problematic. I have no clue. I think of it as finesse, like, I finessed her.
No,
Yeah.
it makes sense that it would be like nothing. Ray Fiennes does not make sense.
No.
No, it
Interesting.
doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that. Phonetically, that doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
It's wrong.
Evil.
He's wrong.
You're
Evil,
wrong.
just like Voldemort.
Well, he was Voldemort.
Yeah.
And who he plays. Yeah.
Isabella Rossellini
Yes.
is also
I
in
love
it
you,
as well.
Isabella. I love you, Isabella Rossellini.
Jonathan Lithgow, and my dad's favorite, Stanley Tucci.
Stanley
Why is he your
Tucci.
dad's favorite?
Woo!
He
I love
loves
him,
the
but
Finding Italy series, where Stanley
oh,
Tucci goes to Italy and he tries like different foods. My dad loves that show. He even, I think he has like an autobiography. My dad read it.
love. I love that.
Loves.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So I wanted to see what you guys think about this film. Your thoughts. How did we feel about the that plot twist at the end, by the way?
um, this is my second time watching this. I watched it for our Oscars episode. Please listen to that as well. Where May and I recapped and talked about Oscars, but this movie's always great because it's both an intense, like almost political thriller where you're very involved with what's happening, but also they're so fucking catty with each other. It's like Drag Race. Like you're watching this and they're like diva. I'm like, okay, diva. Like it's crazy. I mean, and they're doing something I watched. Kind of more realized on this second watch than I did the first. Maybe I did realize it, but I kind of more realized it this time. Is the like differences between modern and like traditional that are really stark in this movie because they are, he's hitting the vape and they're on their phones and like they're doing, they're on a modern bus with modern accommodations and luxuries, but they're doing this, I don't want to say archaic, but it's a very old tradition of, having to speak in Latin and doing, like, signing on a piece of paper and I think that's where a lot of that, I mean, that's kind of the underlying theme throughout the entire film is, like, where do we bring in, like, modern politics versus older, more right-wing politics and that sort of thing. And then, yeah. And then I guess the twist is great. If there was a trans intersex pope, I'd convert. Catholicism, you got me. Like, I'm in.
Hear that, Catholicism? If you want them to join,
Get a trans pope. That's how I'll go.
what about you, Allie? How are you feeling about this film?
Froze for a second. Oops.
Oh.
How am I feeling about this film? I feel good about this film. It's really good. I've seen it twice. I saw it first on the plane to Japan when I went to Japan. Yes, and it was, oh my god, that twist was so good. So I went to Japan with my friend Mai. Mai is a certified nurse now. That's why we went to Japan to celebrate her graduation. And when we came to the part where the guy who gets elected Pope, spoiler alert by the way, but if you've seen our shows, like, sorry, like, we always spoil the movie. But, oh my god, what's his name? The guy who gets elected Pope?
Benitez?
Benitez?
Benitez. Pope, Father Benitez, he gets elected Pope. And he reveals that he, like, almost got a hysterectomy. I paused the movie, turned to Mai, and I was like, hey, friend, you're a nurse. But hysterectomies are for uteruses, right?
And it's like, Ellie,
and she was
we can learn.
Yeah.
A teachable moment happened.
A teachable moment. I just had to confirm, like, I had an idea about where this was going, but I had to confirm with somebody who was a professional in the field. And then I pressed play again and lost my mind because that twist is so good. It really pulls the whole thing together, I think. I am a practicing Catholic. I go to church every Sunday. I grew up. I guess there's a term for it on the internet now. It's cradle Catholic, which I think is interesting.
I'm gonna look that up.
From cradle to grave.
Yeah. Cradle to grave.
We're all varying
I've-
stages of Catholicism, of religion, also. Just.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like if May were here, her and I would be like at the same.
You're the same level.
Yeah.
I'm below everyone and grew up more in a Christian household and believe in nothing.
Which is
Fair.
we respect.
Fair. It's okay.
Yeah, I've seen some sentiments online about how this is an anti-Catholic movie, and I think I can see from their point of view like why they would think that. But I think that this was very hopeful, like a hopeful message for the church, because it is very like as an insider, like it's very divided. You know, there's all this like they're trying to modernize it to bring in more younger people, but like there's a lot of traditionalists still. And it's like at the end of the day, like it will find its way. Like I was telling the others, because we recently had a conclave, I was not too excited that an American pope was picked, because first of all, aesthetically, that doesn't make any sense.
Evil, actually.
He should be Italian. Evil. He's doing a lot of good so far. He's got some like good judgments and calls. He's not perfect, and that's okay. God, we all, God grants us somebody who knows sin and who understands it and who can learn from it. Nobody's perfect. God knows I'm not, and I'm not gonna judge anybody who's like. I'm like sweating now. I don't know why, but
Whoa.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Where am I going with this? Oh, hopeful messaging.
I just love sobbing.
Love Catholic. It's a good movie. It's I think it has a hopeful message for the church. I think we're gonna be okay.
Thank you, Allie. Yes.
Hope we're gonna be okay. Thank you.
I think we're gonna be okay.
Hope. I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I do feel like, because I was watching it with my parents, and you got like these actors dressed up like in the robes and just like talking, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, is this blasphemous that there are like people who are kind of like reenacting the church? And I feel like a lot of people were kind of offended by that aspect of it. So like, you're the expert here. Like, what do you think?
I don't think it's blasphemous at all. Like, there's a lot of like films that portray. Well, like, we've seen Fleabag. There's a priest in that. I don't know if that's a good example. He leaves the church at some point in the show, doesn't he?
He's hot.
Is that blasphemy? If he's hot, they have to be ugly.
There's a priest who kind of does like content creation on behalf of the Catholic Church, and I had a confirmation teacher who was like, yeah, Father Schmidt is very, very, handsome, and she was like, I'm just admiring God's creation.
Dude, that's a good pickup line. Hey babe, I'm admiring God's creation tonight.
Just admiring God's work. Yeah. No, I think Catholics like being represented up on a screen when it's in a good way.
Mike Schmidt. Sorry. I
like him. He's chill.
I had a religion teacher who also thought he was attractive and told us that as well.
Hey, he's a good-looking guy. He is a priest though.
Well, I was gonna make a really bad joke. Here. That's him.
Oh, he's
everyone.
like conventionally attractive. He's got a big jaw. Yeah. That is a big jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the internet. He makes videos he does mostly like, stuff for the youth. Kind of just like explaining things about the church. I think Catholics like seeing themselves on screen. It's mostly just like, like priests and stuff. As long as they're portrayed like respectfully, I feel like the community, and I can't speak for all of them, but the community as a whole, like they don't like seeing when like priests are bad or whatever. But again, like they're human.
That's
and
what
like you're gonna
Sorry.
like,
Yeah.
cause like they're not. No, you're good. I'll wrap it up. But like, they're not
Yeah.
perfect. They do often mess up, and like it looks bad when they do. But like, they're
They're just
people.
recreating something that happens. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like they're like Emily was saying. Like they probably are smoking vapes and using their. They're definitely on their
Love.
cell phones. The priests are on Facebook.
The Pope has a Twitter. Like,
Twitter. Like that's real.
and I think that's where like kind of old school Catholicism would call it blasphemy. People would call it blasphemy. Is that they're portraying the Catholic Church in a way that's more, I guess, realistic, because you're gonna have obviously these political like intrigue things of people that are more leftist and want, believe in left-wing politics like gay
Inclusion.
marriage
Yeah.
and all that sort of thing. And then you're gonna have like Tedescos who are super right-wing, and
yeah.
they don't want to see like them fight because that's not God's way. God's way is kindness and that sort of thing. Is what they think. And so they
I feel like it is just kind of like catching up, or they're trying to use technology and modernity to their advantage. If you are Catholic and if you have heard, there is the Blessed Carlos Acutis. He is a teenage boy who died in the 90s, and he is up for sainthood. And he was actually going to be like, they were going to put him up for sainthood, but then the Pope died, and so like that's been what is it called? Oh, guys, I had a long day at work today. I can't
Like
think of any
postponed.
put on the back
postponed. Thank
burner.
you so much. His celebration was postponed, but his whole thing was that he started creating like websites and databases of like miracles of the saints so that people could learn more about the saints and turn towards Catholicism. So like they're not rejecting technology and stuff like
No,
that, but
it's
they
just
definitely are. Yeah, it's
He's
how
the
do we
patron
use it to our
saint,
advantage?
right? He's the patron saint of technology, or he's about to be. He hasn't been canonized yet.
Yeah, I think so. So
I
it's kind of
didn't
because people are making jokes like if you're a computer science major, like that's who you would like pray to.
I didn't
Or,
know
like,
we
that
were
was
still
your
making saints. I thought that was
Canonizing
a
people?
done deal long ago.
I thought as well, but they still are like canonizing people from like the 1800s. Like there's
Yeah,
like this
they'll find people
one.
in their records.
Yeah, she's Native American, which by the way is kind of but the
Oh,
church.
because she's
But
Native American. That's interesting. No, I know what you mean.
yeah, colonialism. But I think they just recently canonized her. So I think there are actively canonizing people, but I haven't
Yeah.
heard anybody from like the 20th or 21st century being canonized, which is interesting.
This is what's really exciting about Carlos because like he was into like Pokemon and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like
What
he
do you-
was
what-
a
what's
mod
what's his
in the
favorite
90s.
Pokemon?
I don't know, you'd have to ask him.
Carlos.
I don't know if it's in
Man,
the record.
I know you listen.
He's not alive.
Oh.
But this is like also
I
part
think
of the thing of like we should all strive for sainthood because they are still adding this is a weird way to phrase it, but they are still like I was gonna say adding saints to the collection, but like they're still like people are
Like
still being
Pokemon cards.
canonized and stuff. Yeah, like Pokemon cards. I hope you like that one, Carlos.
It's
He's no longer with us.
and more on
No.
yeah.
You do have to be dead to be a saint.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. well, and yes. I think also with the blasphemy aspect, people don't like what you were going into, Allie, is people don't like seeing that more realistic side of the church where people are bad and do bad things. Arieme has a relationship with an 18-year-old at 30 and gets her pregnant. And people want to obviously view these I won't say holy figures, but they have some holiness in them with the church. They don't want to see them in that bad light, and so they kind of are like, oh, this is obviously making fun of the church and doing all these things, and it's like, no, these are very real things that are
Painting it
very
in
much
a
occurring.
light.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Did I mess up? No, I didn't. Cool.
I mean, the church always
The church
has some
has
scandals.
so many problems, guys. that was what my that's what my final paper for our religion class kind of was on. I was like, why? I was like, church bad. God, chill. Church not great though.
I mean, it's.
humans. It's not,
I
humans
feel
are
like, yeah, I do feel like the film
yeah.
kind of like obviously that's bad getting a 19-year-old pregnant when you're 30, which is like pretty bad, and it also is pretty bad to like pay people to come and just like
Yeah.
ruin someone else's campaign. But I feel like a lot of the stuff that they did wasn't like, you know, being pedophiles or like,
No, it's nothing
something
of
like
like the
that.
real bad shit that
Yeah,
goes
Yeah,
down on
something
the
it wasn't.
church.
terrible.
It does get
Yeah.
mentioned. Like, oh, the church has been abusive in the past and stuff like that. It would have been interesting or really controversial not controversial. I think, for other people to see a character in the movie who gets accused or found out of participating in that kind of abuse. That would have yeah.
Been very realistic, I feel like too.
More,
That
yeah.
would be very realistic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is it's not funny, but I didn't know that Pope Benedict, which was the Pope before Francis, he was, I think, one of the first or the only Pope to resign before he passed away. Nobody really knows why, but he was in Hitler Youth. He's German, by the way. He's German Pope. He was in Hitler Youth.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, no, bad,
Yeah.
actually evil.
Yeah, not good.
Evil. German
I
Pope
thought
also bad. Like, just not even with.
Okay, aesthetically,
Not
he has to be
good.
Italian.
Not good. He has to be Italian. I would even
He's got
say
aesthetic.
Spanish, Mexican. Like, we need, like,
yeah.
core Catholicism people. Like,
Filipino.
Filipino.
Throw him
We
in there.
could have.
We
We
almost
could have
got
had
it.
the
We could've.
Filipino.
Not to hijack your conversation, Sarah, but if I may add a point that I think about a lot with this movie, is that when as Catholics, when there's like a conclave happening, we have to trust that the Holy Spirit is the one like guiding these people to make a decision that will benefit the church. However, as we see in the movie, there's somebody else pulling strings from beyond the grave, and that is the Pope who had just
God.
died. Not God.
Oh, well,
But
Jesus, actually. My bad.
The old
well,
Jesus.
I don't even know. Do they ever say who the Pope is? Like his name?
No,
He's just like the
Don't
Holy
think so.
One.
no, they don't. They
Oh,
just,
yeah.
they show him very briefly,
Yeah.
but then that's it.
Dead.
That's on purpose too, because my mom and I were like, well, I don't know if this is like trying to make like a prediction about like the next pope or anything like that, or like telling a story of something that already happened. But yeah, so I find that really interesting. I don't know the background because the movie is based on a book. I don't know the background of the author, like if he's Catholic, anti-Catholic, somewhere in the middle.
If he's
That's really interesting to
anti-Catholic,
see.
that would be crazy.
That was
I
crazy.
actually
Yeah.
I looked this up. I actually looked this up.
Yeah.
It's like, let's see.
Because that's an interesting sentiment of like, as a person of faith, like you're trusting that, a higher being, a higher power is pulling, not pulling the strings, but like guiding people to make a good decision. Whereas like when you have like an actual like human who is making preparations and like not forcing, but like influencing a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything that happens in this movie is
Mhm.
because of the Pope.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy, like, when you think about it. Like, the fact that he also, which, by the way, I learned a lot of Latin terms in this film. I had to Google some, but apparently, like, it's in pictore when they, sorry to butcher the Latin language.
Oh, I think you
They,
got it right.
yeah, I know, but my accent is off. Fun fact, I studied Latin in high school for 3 years. Don't ask me to speak Latin.
Yay! Oh.
Um, but when they like elect, I don't think elect is the correct term to use. Appoint. When they appoint a cardinal in secret, which I didn't know that they could do that. So that was really interesting.
Oh, like Benitez. Yeah, I didn't know
Yes.
about that either, but that's like a real thing apparently.
It is real, yeah.
Wait, I thought they all voted for him.
No,
No.
not the Pope thing when they get appointed cardinal.
Oh, okay. I was like, they voted for. I witnessed it when he was voted for. Yes, Cardinal.
Yeah.
That's right. Because
Yes.
he was in a situation that was very scary. Like he was in like a
Yeah,
war zone, I think,
In Afghanistan,
in
which
Afghanistan.
not the best place for Catholics, but pop off.
That's usually where they do it in Pretoria is when they're like in danger or like Catholics are being persecuted. They'll be like, "Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we select this guy?"
Which also, with this last conclave, the real one where we elected Pope Leo, apparently was like
Oh.
the most diverse
We
group of
elected.
cardinals that we've ever had.
Which is
And I
great.
think that's beautiful.
That's good. We
It's
elected. Get out there and vote for your
We
cardinal.
elected
For
the
your
Pope,
pope.
guys.
Uh,
Robert Dennis Harris is a British novelist and former journalist. Okay, yada yada.
British, I've heard enough.
Yeah.
and
right.
I am done.
Wow, he wrote a lot of books. Holy shit.
The one thing I do know about the book, and I don't know if we might talk about this later. Apparently the book, and I mean I've read this on Twitter, so, but apparently the book is like super gayer than the movie.
Oh, now I'm interested.
Interesting.
And let me clarify. I am on the like fandom. I'm not in it, but I've seen the fandom side of Conclave. This movie where they are making fan art of like Benitez and Ray Fiennes' character together, because there are moments where you're like, whoa, where Benitez is like, he's like, I don't want your vote, but he's like, but you have it anyway, and it's like, whoa, okay, interesting, what's happening here.
I thought there was something going on between
The undercurrent.
Ray Fiennes' character and Stanley Tucci.
Tucci's character. I also think that too, where it's like there's a little like it's almost like ex-lovers, like
Yeah.
they used to be,
Just a little
but
extra,
little something,
like-
little something. But apparently, people like Benitez and Ray Fiennes' character have more like moments like that in the book.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Sorry, I'm like looking at it right now, and apparently the author of Conclave was a good friend of Roman Polanski.
oh. Interesting.
He wrote a book
Wow.
inspired by him.
I remember,
He also-
speaking of
Yeah.
Roman Polanski, I remember when it was the first TCM Film Festival where we saw Chinatown, and all of us at Allie, you were like, this film is directed by a Roman Polanski. Who's that? And all of us were like, well, Roman Polanski.
He's a bad man.
Bad man. Evil, actually. Evil man.
I already forgot again who this man is. I'm googling him right now.
He was a director in 60s
Yeah.
and 70s Hollywood. He is notorious. He's made a lot of very classic movies. And listen, the movies are good. I just watched Rosemary's Baby for the first time. That shit fucked. That was really good.
Oh,
But he is an
I've seen that one.
Oh, that's right. He did
Rosemary's
direct
Baby
that.
is really good. I was like, this is fun. Oh my god. He is an evil man, though. He raped a minor. I don't know if the minor got pregnant. I am unsure. But because of that, he evaded the law for a long time and then, like, fucked off to Sweden or something. And then they caught him. And then in 2002, there was, like, a petition being like, free our guy, Roman. And then all your favorite directors signed it. Some have gone back on it, being like, that was a bad mistake, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Bad.
And I mean,
He's also-
all your favorite directors.
Oh no!
Guillermo, why?
No!
Guys, Wes
I
Anderson
was afraid
signed
of
it. I
that
think
one.
Guillermo went back on it. I think he was like, that was the wrong thing. I don't know if Wes Anderson has. And I hold it against him. I'm all, what is your issue?
Yeah.
Damn.
All your
I was
favorite
afraid of that.
directors. You look at that
Yeah,
petition
you
list,
really
it's
meant
evil.
it.
David Lynch, I think, signed it. It was all bad. Because all these people were like, but he's like one of the best directors, and it's like, it doesn't matter. He is
No.
He's doing
evil.
bad
He's a
You
things.
gotta
bad
separate the
Evil.
art from
Yeah.
the. It's at that point. It's just like no. Oh shit. Okay, that's kind of funny. So I looked it up. I couldn't find anything gay in it, but
Oh,
I did
okay.
You're not
find
looking
that
hard enough.
maybe I'm not. I gotta go on some. I gotta go on AO3.
Tumblr.
Pope Benedict. So Tedesco, the traditionalist, is based on Pope Benedict, which is kind of funny
That
because
is
Tedesco means
funny.
German in Italian apparently. So his last name
Yeah.
is just
Well,
German.
well, it's, and then, is he in Mussolini's, what is it, youth or something then? Not Hitler
Oh,
youth, Mussolini youth?
possibly. Oh my god, look at this fucker. No wonder he resigned.
He's ugly.
Sorry to call the Pope a
I,
fucker.
it's a crazy thing to say. If I remember correctly, there were a lot of memes of like people comparing Benedict to Palpatine.
He looks like him, like not just his
Yeah.
politics. He genuinely
No,
looks
not
like
just his
him.
politics, like physically, his face,
Like, this man looks like...
Oh
like he is him. No,
no, he literally shit.
and I think if I remember correctly, Benedict got elected when he was really no. Am I thinking of the other Benedict? One of the popes was elected when he was quite young. In comparison to other popes, they get elected when they're like 60.
12.
Yeah, that's why he
Yeah.
resigned.
Well,
He was
Like
like,
he would
that's
like
what I want. 12-year-old Pope. I want Kid
12-year-old
Pope. I
pope.
want that sitcom. Kid Pope.
where is
Well, I
that
keep going
Wikipedia
back. Every
article?
time you say that, I keep going back to the Dalai Lama, who is 18.
Oh my god. That's right. And he's teaching his friends about
Yes, about Buddhism.
Buddhism. That's right.
I love that.
Yeah. No, but I want to say it was one of the Benedicts who got elected when he was like relatively young, and he would like sneak out of Vatican City and like go skiing and stuff.
I love that.
He's a
Totally
rebel.
wild and free.
Rebel Pope.
Let me look it up. My great grandpa, before he died,
Was the Pope.
he was the Pope actually.
Oh.
He printed an entire
Uh-huh.
like Wikipedia page of all the popes in history, and don't know why.
He wanted to know.
We found
judge
it.
the
And I
man.
was like, oh, you are correct.
At my is it John Paul or one of the Benedicts?
No, it is one of the Benedicts, but it's the one in 1032. He was
That's
20.
not right.
Oh.
No, not that one. Not him.
Were there 3 Benedicts?
I don't. There's a good amount of Benedicts.
Well,
Don't
this
ask
is
me.
Benedict the 9th, so let me look it up. Benedict popes.
I think it was John Paul.
Ringo.
John-
Young? Mark?
John Paul Ringo.
George. Brian. I don't
Brian.
know anything about
He was.
this.
It's okay, sweetie. We know he was elected at 58.
Yeah, that's not.
Wow, 2 years. 2 years. And he was like,
don't
I'm
know.
wild and free.
How old is Leo? He looks pretty
How
young
old
to me.
Pope who snuck out to ski or something.
All of you are typing. I painted my nails, everyone.
Woo, cute.
Very cute. It was John Paul II. He snuck out of the Vatican more than 100 times to go skiing in the Italian Alps without anyone noticing. That's a fun fact for all.
I love that.
Well, how old was he when he was appointed? Was he the 58-year-old?
58. 58.
Wow, and he was wild. He was young.
Wild,
he was just a
wild and
kid.
free.
He was just a kid.
But I mean, going along with that like wild and free notion, watching this movie and then having like a real life conclave happen
It's
right after
crazy.
it's you realizing how quickly their lives change and how quickly they're taken away from everything they know.
Yeah.
I can't
Empathizing
because
with the.
well, he's just because like he's just a man, you know, like I think it's because I'm at the age that I am and like I'm aware of things now. Like he was from Chicago and then like he was like in Peru and then like he has like a brother who's alive who they're like freaking interviewing. They're like, "What do you think about your
And
brother?"
he's
the
like a
Pope?"
Trump supporter in
crazy.
Florida. Like,
Is he?
yes,
crazy.
he's on like Fox News going, "My brother does not believe in Palestine," or some shit like that. And the
Yeah.
brother's like, "Wait a minute."
But it's like he can't go back home without like everyone like recognizing him anymore. He actually like he's so busy. I don't know when the next time he could like when is the next time he can go home and just like chill out.
It's okay, Allie. It'll get better. Allie just starts sobbing halfway through. I do think there is a level of, and they talk about this in the movie. There is a level of everyone that's a cardinal is like has an idea of like maybe when I'm pope, or when.
Yeah.
So I think they do mentally prepare for it.
But some of them don't want to be pope, which I found really interesting because it's like,
Then what
how
are we
do
here
you?
for?
Yeah,
Well,
like,
it's
is
like
that even allowed?
yeah, I don't think they become cardinals in the hope that they become pope because that's like 1 in a million.
Yeah.
But like I think it's that thing of like being aware that you are like the position of I'm hold on. Let me pull myself
I'm like
together.
sobbing
It's the
right now
idea-
about the idea that the Pope can't go home for Christmas.
He can't go home. It's they are aware of how much publicity and controversy and like status that position of pope brings. So it like makes sense that they, like the pope can't go home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of them want to go home. Some of them have like churches that they're really comfortable in. They've built communities and like they're really close to that. Like Pope Leo's from Peru. He's not
Mm-hmm.
or he can't go back to Peru. I'm sure he left people behind who he misses.
Oh
I'm
my
really
god,
sad about
Allie!
the-
And it's so hard. Allie is so... And I just don't... Does he understand that he has people who love him? It's okay, Allie. It's okay. You don't have to cry.
Just like I am the Pope.
What? And I am the Pope, and I just believe.
Me and me and the Pope.
Allie's sobbing.
I mean,
No,
I
I'm
think
not sobbing. I'm just empathizing.
they can turn
God.
it down. I looked
I
it up
think
and
that
it
would
said
be a
it's
bad. I think they can, but that would like look bad. We've picked you as Pope. You're in charge of the entire Catholic Church now. No, I'm good, guys.
I'm good, guys. Peace and love. Thanks.
I'm gonna go skiing in the Italian Alps.
And honestly, man, respect. I would too.
And I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect. I respect.
This is a question. Emily, you can answer this too, but this is a question more for Sarah. If you were elected Pope, what name are you picking?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what's funny is I was thinking about that, but then I was like, nah.
What am I allowed to pick?
Just
I
names
think
of popes.
not popes. I think you can pick any like saint or like name, any name in the Bible or
Ooh. Then I'm picking
Wait, does it have to be a man name?
Beelzebub.
that's what I was thinking cuz like we're not going to be popes, we're women. No one's electing us. I'm not getting up there.
Well, I don't think no one's electing you point blank because of the
It's just you.
you're not a cardinal.
I'm not a cardinal. Well, actually, any It doesn't have. We watched that video after that first movie night. You don't have to be a cardinal to be elected.
Oh, that's
pope.
right.
You just
After
have
the
to be.
Any
You
clergy.
just have to be a single Catholic man.
Oh,
So, it could be
I have to be a
rare, but he is
man.
married. You do, yeah. Man is a requirement.
That's gonna change. That's gonna change.
You think so? I don't
I
think they're
do.
letting women.
I do love that in this movie, Pope the Benitez chooses the name Innocent. I do. I think it's a great like
Cool.
sticking it to you moment
Yeah.
where he's like, "All of y'all suck."
I'm innocent.
Innocent.
Which, by the way, I didn't know that twist. I thought, like, first of all, I thought he was like a recovering drug addict. That's why he was at a clinic, and I was like, okay. And then I thought he had, back to the AIDS thing. I thought he had HIV.
Everyone has AIDS apparently to Sarah.
Everyone has AIDS.
Dude, you can pick the name Lando like Calrissian. Hell yeah.
Oh.
What website are you on?
Wikipedia.
What
Oh.
else can a pope choose? Any name they wish.
I don't know.
I think
what
I would
one.
go with a female saint. Maybe I could go with like Rita. She is the saint of impossible causes.
I'm picking Dionysius. Because apparently that's a name you could pick. Hell yeah. Drinking and eating.
I think back then this was not something that was like regulated.
I don't think it's
They're, like-
regulated. No, I think you can pick any name.
I could pick like Putin or something. I don't know.
Who?
You could be like Pope Jessica. You could totally
Pope
just be like,
Jessica?
I'm Jessica now.
Can you just change your name? Just can you be Pope Sarah?
Pope.
You could just
Sarah
be Pope Sarah.
is a biblical name, so I don't think I have to.
Sarah
choose.
is the saint of laughter. Did you not know that?
Pope Kimberly.
Yeah.
Pope Kimberly.
Just a real the way crazy white people spell the name of Michaela with 3 E's at the end.
Oh, Leig.
Yeah, it with a GH at the end.
Sarah. I think I would
Rita.
pick the name.
We should ask May the same question, and then can you just add in a title card that's just May picks the name XYZ?
I will pick it here.
Okay.
I think, sorry, my friend was calling me and it muted the chat for some reason. I think I would pick Jacinta?
Jacinta? I haven't heard that one. Is that a saint?
Yeah, she was one of the saints that, Fatima. Our Lady of Fatima visited.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else would go hard? Joan of Arc. Pope Joan.
There was a story called Pope Joan, which was allegedly based on a female pope. I don't know if you've heard of it, but that would go hard.
That would go hard, I think.
I was gonna say, can you pick Joan of Arc? As the pope, because I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, she's okay. Sorry.
There's a lot of really cool female saints. Yeah, go.
No. Okay, so it says Pope Joan is a woman who reigned as popess, female pope. That's a term for female pope, is a popess.
Popette.
For 2 years during the Middle Ages.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Popette. Woman
Popette.
pope.
That's
like
funny.
A chipette.
That's not funny. And I did not laugh at your joke.
Ooh, I know what name I would choose.
What would you choose?
I would
Sarah?
choose Theodora.
Oh,
that's
nice.
a good one too. What's she saint of?
I don't think she's a saint. I just like the name. I think it's just
just enjoy
the name.
I think
it rolls off the tongue.
It rolls off the tongue, and it means gift of God. So maybe I don't know.
Oh, like what is it? The Book
Nope.
of Luke, Gospel of Luke.
Yeah.
Theolius.
Theophilus. I don't know.
Yes, Theophilus.
Interesting.
Um, I think I would do like Rita. Bernadette's another good one. My confirmation, like the saint I chose for my confirmation is Cecilia. She's the saint of arts and music
Mm,
and stuff like that.
I think I chose Philomena.
Oh, Philomena's a good one too.
But you know what? I think if I were Pope, I would choose the name Magdalena, which is from Mary of Magdalene.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Oh,
my name.
That's a
That
good
would be my
yeah.
one.
name.
That's a good one.
That's
Yes. Thank you.
And you're welcome.
welcome.
I am so because my sister and I were talking about this the other day. Because my sister, I don't know if you know this story. I think I told you, Allie. You would really like the story, but apparently my sister is a rainbow baby, just
Mm.
like you, Em.
All right.
But wait, there's more. So she's a rainbow baby, right? And my mom bought this statue of like, it's like more of like a bust. Is that what's called a bust? She bought this bust of Mary at like the thrift store,
Oh.
and every single night she would pray to it, and she was like, "Hey, I want another baby. Um, please give it to me. If not, that's
Mhm.
okay. But I really want a baby." My sister was born on August 15th, which is
Oh, is it the Ascension? The
Assumption,
Ascension
yeah.
of Mary.
What's that? What's the
That's beautiful.
ascension?
That's really beautiful. So that's when Mary ascended
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
into heaven because she didn't like die. She ascended.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's
crazy.
that's really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now, like, that's like a big thing in my family. They're like, oh my god. So,
Mhm.
coincidence? Don't know.
I don't
Hmm.
know. I mean, I have my opinions on it. I think that's really nice.
My
Yeah.
high school Spanish teacher would show us those Facebook clips of like God is in like a potato chip or something and be like, look, guys, here's God. Why don't you listen? And it was like, I'm 15. I'm
Wait,
Is
hold up.
this
Your history teacher?
my high school
high
Spanish
Spanish
teacher.
teacher?
Sarah,
Did
you
not
got
know that.
anything else
Yeah.
about Conclave?
The conclave.
Nah, man, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Me too.
I
This
Stuck in this
period
area.
plays it differently.
Conclave is great. Way gayer than I expected when I was watching. And you're like, oh yes, but whatever. They're always trying to get it into my video. And then, yeah, I love Conclave, and it's also pretty. It's also it's shot beautifully,
It's very yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing.
aesthetically pleasing. There's
Catholicism
specifically
is
the
so good.
shot. It has its very artsy moments, especially when Arieme gets canned from being the Pope because of his relations with the 19-year-old. Um, there's like a moment where it's just him in like the rose and the camera like is zooming out. I was like, this is
Oh
good.
yeah,
This is
that's
sick.
really good.
That was a
I
really good
think it's
moment.
also just Catholicism as a thing is aesthetic. We love our
Oh no, it's
aesthetics.
so
We
pretty.
love a good stained glass. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, when my aunt was getting I don't know done with her teachings or whatever, she
Yeah,
I don't
just
know. I was there.
use.
I have no clue. But I was like, I enjoy like the festivities of this. I enjoy that there's like a little parade going down with incense. My dad got fucking drenched with holy water. The man came out with like the stick thing that like has the holy water, and my dad was literally like, oh, and he was just like, because he was right on the end of the pew. He's all, oh, okay.
Yeah. We
No.
love a we love a good we have tons of feast days on our calendar. We love a good celebration. You know. We're
I
down we're down to we're down to clown.
Didn't you have one of those stick thingies in your car?
Me?
Or
I
was it
remember
someone else?
this.
Oh,
Yes.
I think
someone had in their
I
car.
think it's a story I told you. The priest who did my quinceañera is a friend of my mom's, and my mom was like, "Do you need anything? Like, what can I get you?" And it was just like he asked if she could buy him one of the little like they have a name, but one of the little holy water distributors because he had lost his in a car accident.
Oh, not
Mhm.
holy.
Well, we gotta get a new one.
Let's work on a new one.
Yeah. We gotta get a new one. And we went to there's a store in in Los Angeles, right next to the like Our Lady of Angels. With it's a Catholic like
Catholic
supply store.
surplus store.
I love that.
Yeah. They
It's
sell
called an aspergillum.
communion. Oh, I didn't know that word. That's a big word. They sell like communion wafers by the bag. It's
And
kind
you
of cool
can
to
eat
see.
all the communion wafers you
Oh
want.
my god. My
And
aunt
you
was
Yeah.
she had a bag of those and she would just give it to us and we'd eat them. First
You
little
can eat them
snack.
if they're not blessed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I have a comment to make. This doesn't have to go in the episode. I know we're going over time, but I have some denominations of Christianity
It's
do
Paige and
take
my boss just
communion
texted me. So
do take communion and wafers. However, they have them in like a packaged little thing, and I personally think that's weird because it's like manufactured, and like Catholic communion wafers are made by nuns in a factory with nuns. They're baked and made by
Oh,
nuns.
by
So, yeah.
nuns. Dominic, can I get Cool.
Guys, I'm gonna be a nun, I fear.
Oh. You're gonna be Isabella Rossellini, who I wish had a bigger part in this. I think she's great.
Yes.
I love Isabella Rossellini.
Yeah.
That's all I have about the clave
That's all I
con.
have. Mm-hmm. God bless y'all. Have a good week, everybody.
yeah. Have a good week, everyone. Follow us on Instagram. I don't know
YouTube.
Instagram,
We're on
YouTube.
Brats in the Back
Spotify,
Row.
Brats in the Back Row.
Brats
Like,
Pod,
share, comment.
TikTok.
Yeah, Brats Pod TikTok, and we're on Gmail. Brats
On
If
Gmail.
you have on Gmail, if you have any thoughts about Conclave or questions about Catholicism or what name are you picking if you're a pope? If you're gonna pick pope?
Yeah, tell us in the comments.
Comments. Yeah. All right. I think that's it.
That's all I got.
Sounds good.
Ciao.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao, Bella. Bye.
Bye.